Ho ho howdy, folks. Welcome to, to episode. Yeah, that's so horrible. All right, yeah, this is episode 50, I think. So let's just let's just do episode 50 instead of me being an idiot. All right, so we're gonna dump off all the coal. Let's see if we can get all of our coal unloaded. I guess I'm gonna have to. Yeah. Here. We might need to be at a couple. Yeah, let's see what we do here. How this goes. So I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to stop it at the end because of the whatchamacallit. Because this is gonna overflow. So let's see if we can coast past this. That should go. All right, cool. Let's see if this keeps coasting, or if we have to add any. See if we have to add any here. I think. Let's try like 4%. It looks like it'll be decent. All right. Okay. We might just leave the very last car. I don't know. I don't want to try to push my luck with getting 100 of them exactly. You know? Yeah, we do. We can go to like 5%, I think. To get, because this is pushing pretty hard. This is pulling pretty hard on this. It's really not wanting to go very much, is it? All right, and then the other one is going to be. Oh, that's cordwood. Oh man, we got to go all the way to the end. Okay, no, that's cool. That's cool. That's fine. It's fine. Totally fine. We'll live with it. All right. See if we can get, what is this going to be, 66? 88, and then 12 of them. Okay. That's fine. I can go through the whatchamacallit, the save editor too. And you know, fix that if it needs fixing, that is. So yeah, we'll get this. And I was looking, and there's one. This is the one car. This next, the refined gold and the gold ingots are both that one car that's like has no other purpose. It's the only car in the game that can do those, and it has no other purpose. The coach car or whatever. And you know, I was thinking about that. I'm looking at that, and I was saying to myself, they got to do more updates because they need to put in the passengers. They need to do the whole passenger loop. I don't know. I'll have to go look on the forums and see. Spend some time looking on the forums and see what they do with this. Now I'm going to have to pay attention here so that we don't overload. So that we don't use more than our 12. But yeah, I don't know if it would automatically stop. It would be nice if it would automatically stop. But I don't think it does. I think it didn't prevent us from throwing it all on the ground last time. But let's see. Let's go like this. 1, 2, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. One more. One more. There we go. All right, cool. Okay, so we need to go all the way up. Let's check and see what we have up here, because we're going to want to do this, and we're going to want to leave that there. Yeah, no, that works. Okay, so we're going to need to bring this. We're not going to try to rush this, because you know what's going to happen if we do that. We're trying to come around all these corners, and if we do that, try to do that in a hurry. So these boxcars were actually useless. Yeah, I was thinking maybe they weren't, but nope. Okay. That's cool too. And then the water is going to be up on this side, because we already dropped off the, what was the, oh, the coal. No, that wasn't the coal. The coal, that, water, and what was the other thing? Oh, the gold input. You know what I'm talking about. The gold that isn't done yet. The young gold, right? Gold in process. Anyway, yeah, let's see what we can get happening with this. I think we're going to have to... Yeah, we are going to have to like let this coast down to a stop and all that, and we're going to have to be very gentle about all this to unload all these, because I chose to do the ridiculously long train. You know, we don't spend 3 hours driving back and forth across the map too, so there's that, you know. This does make me want to make a train thing where you can do the... You don't have to worry about falling off the track so much, and you can just do the really super fast and watch all the cars go by in a satisfying way, you know, one at a time, but all doing the same thing, one after the other, in sequence. You know what I'm talking about. Alright, so that... Now let's see if we can coast. I'm thinking if we go like 1%, 2%, something like that, it'll keep us going enough. We might have to go back up to 4%. Yeah, let's see, because we're going a little bit too slow here. There, it just stretched out. Did you see that? The boink, 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 boink. You know, that's the thing I like about my my Flying Bugs program too, that you've probably never heard of and don't care about. Okay, so this should start making the refined gold, because we do have all of the product. No, we don't have the water yet. Okay, so no, we're not going to be making the refined gold, are we? Okay. That's okay, too. That's alright, too. Here we go. Just give it a little boost. As if that makes any difference, right? Yeah, see, it does. It does. Psychologically. Welcome to the placebo effect. Alright. Well, at least we know 2, 3, 24. Okay. See, at least we know if we got robbed. Because they're not coming down yet, so we know if any of them were missing. The real fun is going to be getting the end of this whole thing past that switch and then pushing it backwards without breaking everything, right? You know that's going to be the real adventure. 1, 2, 3, 4. The real cargo was the friends we made along the way, right? Alright, and let's go back to 5%. See if we can keep this at 5%. There we go. Nice. 39, 40. Okay, perfect. Yeah, this looks like a reasonable pace. I think we'll leave it like this. And we should be able to get this unloaded within a reasonable amount of time. All right, cool. Cool. Very nice. Next one. We are at 48. Yeah, we're about halfway there. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we got seven cars. Does it seem like we're slowing down, or is it just me? No, it's going at a reasonable pace. Okay. So not even 2, like 5, 6 weeks ago, I went down a rabbit hole for something and ended up learning a language. I'm not very good at it yet, but no, it's a little conlang called Tokipona, and I'm continuing to learn at it, and I'm getting better at it. I'm not really fluent enough yet, but I think at some point in the future I will end up doing an episode with that, just because it's fun and it's weird and different, and you know, I myself am strange and unusual. So to quote Lydia from Beetlejuice, But yeah, no, I figure it'd be fun to do something like that, and I could probably put English subtitles at it. But I'm not good enough to spontaneously generate, that much of language. But it's really cool because it's small. The grammar is fairly simplistic. There's no all the things that make learning languages hard don't exist with that. There's no ridiculous amount of vocabulary. There's only 137 words, something like that. And so it's all about context. And there is grammar, but it's very simple. You don't have to worry about is it singular or plural or formal or informal? All those things just don't exist. So I'm having a blast because I took Latin. I took Latin in high school and it sucked. 3 years of Latin, and in all of those 3 years and ever since, never ever said anything in Latin. Never could read anything that was in Latin, any of that. It was awesome it really improved my English, but yeah, other than that, it just sucked. But anyway, let's get this going here. But yeah, I just wanted to forewarn y'all that at some point you'll tune in and you'll be like, what is this idiot talking about? Why does he sound like he's speaking some foreign language? Because I am. But it'll be fun. So, all right. Now, the really cool thing about it is that it's just a different. I learned about learning. I learned about intuitive learning, and the way that you learn it is the way that I'm learning it is not the way I would have thought that you're supposed to learn languages. Because I also tried like French and Spanish and stuff. I mean, I lived in France for half a year, and I could order a sandwich, and that was about it. And I still had no idea what anything was and all that stuff. So it's really cool to be able to do that. 100. There we go. All right, cool. Perfect. All right, so let's bring this up. I probably should have done that on the first car. Not that it's going to matter that much, but yeah. So let's leave this we'll just leave this at 20%. We'll be patient. We're going to bring all of this whole mess down past this switch. Let's go like this. Let's go this way. So yeah, we need to bring it past. Oh, I'm so glad I switched that to the right thing too. I'm glad I checked that. No, we need to bring it past this switch here. This one here is the one we care about, because we just need to go back on this track. Yeah, okay, cool. So let's go back to here. I mean, I like that that's a marker. I should make a rule for it, either this or the next playthrough, something like that, that we always have to have a caboose on the back end of whatever train we have. I don't know. The only thing with that is the amount of shunting I would have to do. Oh, we're putting these two cars on now. We have to spend a half hour putting a caboose on the back. But it is nice to have that, especially when it's dark and you have the light. You have the light on the caboose that you can see, that kind of thing. All right, what is this other end of this thing? Because we may end up going that far. What is this one here? That's the Lima. I think the Lima was a decent one. We might be able to just take the Lima. Once we get all of this stuff, we get this one out of the way. Where, right? This thing's huge. But yeah, we can take the Lima and grab those 5. What are we going to need? They can each carry 16. Those coaches can each carry 16, so we're going to need 7 of the coaches to load up all the gold into it. This is going to be like an entire episode. We spent 15 minutes unloading the train. All right. Let's go like this. I don't want to have to restart, so we'll wait until we're past it. See? Because that's what happens. It suddenly doesn't compress. Alright. There we go, and we're going to back up. Let's go like this. That's the Lima? That looks like a slow one, doesn't it? We'll have to go check it out. I don't remember if this Lima is a slow one that takes forever. Alright, let's go back this way and make sure that we're not flying off the tracks and all that stuff. I messed up my hat. Messed up my Phrygian hat. That entertains me because I learned a couple years ago, I learned that that's what it's called, that it's called a Phrygian hat. I was looking up, you know, Santa hats for whatever reason, and I found that it was called a Phrygian hat, and I was so excited because it was new knowledge. You know, when you learn something new, isn't that awesome? It's such an awesome feeling, and I wanted to share that, you know, because who doesn't, right? When something makes you happy, don't you want to share that happiness with other people? So somebody said, I like your Santa hat, and I was so excited, and I'm like, yeah, they call it a Phrygian hat, and I didn't realize it at the time, but later it was like her face just completely was like, you know, afterwards, and it was like, because I was like, it's so happy, you know, it's such a cool name, isn't that awesome? And she got mad that I told her it was called a Phrygian hat. That's not a me problem. You know, but it's funny because it's like, why would you get mad about that? It's a fun fact. All facts are fun, right? I mean, it's kind of redundant to say fun fact, but yeah. But I was so happy to have learned that, and it's like, and then somebody else mentioned it. I'm like, yeah, it's called the Phrygian hat. Isn't that cool? And they were just so mad. And like I said, I didn't realize it at the time. I realized it later. Thinking back on it. And I'm like, oh, and then, like, because I see them all the time. And this person won't, like, look at me or acknowledge me or anything after that. How petty and crappy do you have to be? But, yeah, anyway. Alright. And Phrygian is just like if you're into music, it's Phrygian mode, same name. It's the same origin, because there was apparently a whatever culture, a society of people who were called Phrygian. And so the Phrygian mode and the Phrygian hat and all that. Apparently they just wore these hats. They weren't all trying to be Santa. They were just wearing hats like this. That was how they did hats, I guess. Can we get sidetracked some more on this happy Christmas episode? All right, we're going to start coasting here because we need to stop in front of this water. And I probably should save this. I'm going to save this before I start unloading this water because I know what's going to happen. The water is suddenly going to decide that it doesn't want to unload, but it'll only do that if I don't save first. So yeah, we're going to save when we get to the water emptier thingy. It might be that little thingy. That's the one that fills it though, right? Did the water just change? Is it just me? Did you see that? Did you see the water change? Okay, we're going to save the game. Save game. New save game. We're going to call it Season 8, Episode 50, Unload. Why is it not typing? Season 8. Why would you not give it focus to that? Episode 50, Unload, Water. Okay, confirm. It's done? Are you done? Are you saving? Are you done? Why are there two spinners on there? Are they just into polyrhythms or what? What are you doing? Why are you still saving? Why are you still saving? You're saving. Why are you still saving? Just go. Alright. It probably didn't like that I was in the thing. that I was in the cabin, whatever you call it, the engine, whatever you call it. Yeah, I just lost half my audience right there. Wait, you didn't use the technical term for it. Rage quit. All right, it's unloading. All right, cool. We're good. All right, so let's get it moving a little bit here. All right, cool. So it's making our gold. Awesome. It's refining our gold. We're going to go in there and check it out too. What is it? What just happened? Did something break? Because it went and then it stopped. Let's go like this. Make sure that nothing broke here. Whoops. No, that's fine. That's fine. Nothing came off the tracks, right? Okay. I'm just checking. All right, so let's go a little bit more. We do have to be gentle with this, though. Because we're going to end up with... See, this is why I got to sit there and yap through the whole thing. Because this is taking forever. It's just unloading this stuff is going to take the whole episode. It's like Mel Brooks running through the... I love how the thing shows up, the magical thing shows up in the water reflection. But yeah, it's like in Spaceballs where he's like, if I run, the movie will be over. The ship is too big. What fourth wall? 4, 5... Okay, it's unloading. See, I have no idea what kind of tolerance I have on that. 3, 2, 1, 0. We're going to go back up to 20%-ish. We're going to end up with 4, and then we're going to end up with 6, which it's a modulus, so we're going to end up with 1. You guys know what modulus is. Don't act like you don't know what a modulus is. All right. 13024 13024. Yeah, you got it. You know what I'm talking about. All right. 8, 9, 11, 12. It's going to drop by 5. See? 8. All right. So that's going to go down to 1 because it's pulling out 5 at a time, right? There we go. It's removing 5 at a time per usage. It's actually going fairly quickly, tier 2. We need to jump out and check that out, too, while it's running, because I swear the lights came on or something. Did you notice that, too? That while it's running, the lights came on? Or is it just me? Or were they on before? It's possible that they were on before, and I just didn't notice it. But those orange lights. Yeah, see, the stuff is running. That's cool. Okay, so when we get to about here... We'll stop here. I don't want it to... Okay. Okay, good. I'm worried that it's gonna... Yeah, see, there's 1, 3. I'm worried that it's gonna, like, give us the wrong... It's gonna waste 1 or miss 1 or whatever, and then we're gonna end up with, like, 1 less. We're about halfway... We're about halfway through. Cool. Let's see if we can get this moving. This next one moving. I'm pretty sure that there's the hose that's supposed to connect for the visual on the unload on this too, isn't there? Because that's what that whole thing right there is about. Isn't it? I'm pretty sure that's right. I thought that's what that is about. And we have an extra either 4, 12 by 8 is 96. So we have an extra 8. We have an extra 8 if we don't, if they don't all unload. We do have an extra 8. See, there's 10 and it's going to go 0. Oops. That's only... Oh, okay. Yeah, that is more of them. Alright. That's fine. We only got 4 of them left. Cool. We are doing better than I thought. Alright. let this unload. Go like this. We're almost there. We're almost there. I swear this is gonna be the entire episode. If I run, the ship's too big. If I run, the movie will be over. If you ever get a chance, you have to watch Spaceballs with the director's commentary, which is Mel, because it's I know I don't think I've ever watched any other director's commentary because it's all like just pretentious garbage, but you watch the commentary on that and it's like you're sitting on the couch with Mel watching the movie together. His little comments are so funny. And he mentioned like at the beginning, oh, it looks like the sun's going to go down. He mentioned at the beginning when they show the ship going by for like 40 seconds or whatever, he's like, oh, I tried pitching to the studios, let's just do that. That's just the whole movie. And you can see Mel doing that. When it's just an hour and 40 minutes of the ship going by. And he was joking, but yeah, it was hilarious. The whole commentary is like filled with little gems like that. So many happy little things. Like I said, but you get done and it's like you felt like you watched the movie with Mel. That you got to sit down with Mel Brooks and watch his movie and laugh with him about it and stuff. I stole some of my best jokes I stole from the director's commentary by Mel. Okay, so let's jump out here and let's go in here. Let's go inside the building. Here. So because I don't know if that's only runs while they're still making the gold and stuff. Because I don't remember if this runs or not the whole time. But yeah, that's really cool that they got all the running machinery in here and everything. I don't remember if I actually went in here before. Can we get back here? Yeah, we can. See, we can get back here. Can we get stuck in here? And be stuck forever? And then you have to, like, reload the game or something? You have to restart? You have to start with a new save? You get soft locked? Right? You get soft lock in the thing. Oh, man. So they got... What is that? What is that? Can you open the door? It looks like doesn't it? It looks like the coal box, right? So you stuff the coal in here. The coal runs a steam... Yeah, the coal runs a steam turbine that turns the thing. The blah, 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 the house that Jack built. Yeah, that turns these. And these are doing what? See, I swear there's like water that comes down here or something. And the gold gets filtered out or something like that. Yeah. Can we open the door? We can't. Oh, we can just walk right through it. We don't open it. We just... Who needs to open doors? Why would you want to open a door when you can just, clip through it? Okay. That's cool, though. I like that. And then we come back down here. And this is what? See, there's more thingies. That's the technical term for them. I feel like I should be able to turn these, You have to turn the knobs in order to make them work. But anyway, yeah, that's really cool. Let's see how much gold we've got already. We got 40. So yeah, I have to let the refined gold be produced. Yeah, I gotta let the refined gold go. Let's see, we've got... Wait, what? We dropped off 100 cordwood. Why is there only 40 refined gold? Let's check it out here. We have... Oh, all of our goods are zeroed. So we dropped off... Oh, it's because we dropped off 100 of those. Okay. I understand now. All right, we did use all of our inputs, though. We didn't... yeah, okay. All right, I'm happy with that. So we only need 40. So we need only 3. We need 3 of those cars. So next time, what we're going to do is next time we're going to go buy... oh, it's these. It's going to be these. It's this one. Is it that one? No, it's not that one. It is... it's one of those coach-looking ones, though. That one. That's the one. See, we can carry 16 refined golds in those. So we're gonna need 3 of those in order to carry. No, 4. 4. 4 is right out. No, 5 is right out. Anyway, all right. Yeah. So we're gonna need. Do those have paint jobs? I'm just curious now. They only have 2 paint jobs. Yeah, so we'll do that next time. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna need to get apparently that doesn't work. I have to use escape. Yeah, we're gonna need to get 4 of those. We're gonna get a refined gold. We will use whatever engine. I think we'll try this one that's over here. But we got to get this train out of the way too, because see, we can't get past there. So we're gonna have to get out of there, and then we're also gonna have to figure out where is the next step in that. That was the stamp mill. This is the one, the gold smelter. Yep, that's the one. And see, we're only going to be able to bring 40 in there. Okay. Oh, but it can only put out 10 anyway. Yeah, all right, cool. Oh, we need coal again. What's with the coal? So much coal. All right, 150 coal, but I'm pretty sure that we'll probably just need 40 coal or something. But anyway, yeah, that's going to be it for episode 50. Have an awesome Christmas. Or whatever it is that you like this time of year. Hopefully you like something this time of year, because if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, this time of year is really depressing if you don't have something fun to do, or celebrate, or distract yourself from the fact that it's dark all the time and everything. Anyway, yeah. Don't think about that. Have a merry thingy and stuff. And yeah, we'll see you next time in episode 51. Later.